QoS implementation techniques. In QoS implementation, we have three main identifiable stages. The first stage is classification and marking. We need to use some tools to implement the classification and marking properly. So before a packet can have a quality of service policy applied, the packet has to be classified. So the classification determines the class of traffic to which packets or frame belongs. If we are going to do this classification and marking by considering the layer 2 information such as Ethernet, Wi-Fi or MPLS traffic, you will be having different marking fields in that particular PDU. If it is IP traffic, you have a differentiated service code point, that is the latest, or in the prior standards we call IP precedence. You can use those bits to classify and mark traffic which is related to your QoS policy. Then we have to use some tools to avoid congestions in the quality of service implementation, which can monitor the network traffic and load. So because if we have more congestions, so then the QoS implementation need to be amended according to that. Then we have to have tools to manage the congestions as well. So if we figure it out, the sequence of QoS operations, you get the packet to the interface, then the admission control process will happen where the point that will check whether that network is having the resources to manage this particular traffic. Then traffic will be come to the classification and marking stage where you get the traffic marking according to the behavior and the requirements of the network. It can be business requirement or it can be technical requirement. Then the policing and markdown will happen where the most important point for a traffic, because so once you get this policing and markdown, you will be getting kind of a classification or marking, and if there is a traffic which is non-complying to the particular policy, it will be discarded. Thereafter, the scheduling and queuing process will happen. For that particular process, we have to use those queuing techniques that we have discussed in a previous video. Once this scheduling and queuing plays, so you will be having different queues and different scheduling mechanisms or different scheduling approaches for each and every flow. After that, you get the prioritized traffic for each and every traffic stream. Then normally in the egress interface, so you will be getting the traffic sharping. So once the traffic sharping happens with the burst controlling and confirming the traffic which can be released to the egress interface with some link specification mechanisms in the interface, so you will be getting out traffic from the egress interface. This is the sequence of the QoS operations. In the QoS process or sequence, we have two different sections or two different stages for traffic shaping and traffic policing. Traffic shaping mostly will be happen close to the egress interface or outbound interface, where retain excess packets in a queue and then schedules the excess for later transmission over increment of time. When it comes to the policing is applied to inbound traffic on an interface most often. Policing is commonly implemented by service providers in traffic policing, you don't get the privilege to transfer excess bits or excess traffic sent through the service provider network at all the time. Sometimes service provider will allow, sometimes if the service provider network is busy, it will drop the burst traffic by using traffic policing. Mostly it will happen closer to the ingress interface, or it is like a inbound concept. So likewise, there are many stages in the QoS, as well as there are many tools which are involving to manage the operations of each and every stage in the QoS process.